Well, we've got some breaking news from Marvel Studios, and it appears there are mega changes on the horizon, reaching much farther than any of us had anticipated. Let's talk about the recent update to the Phase 5 series and what's going on with Marvel Studios. Well guys, this wasn't really the news I was expecting to happen, but it appears we've got some sort of bad news from Marvel Studios. Over the last couple of days, we've seen Marvel update a lot of their titles on Disney+. Now, as many of you know, these titles typically had a window of release. Summer 2023, winter 2024, that sort of format to give fans an idea of when to expect their next favorite show. Well, sadly, a lot of that has changed because all the Phase 5 projects for Marvel Studios have gone from having a date to, unfortunately, the dreaded coming soon status. Now, what this means and when we'll get it, we're going to have to wait and see, but I think this is a huge indicator that Marvel Studios is making some big changes behind the scenes. We all knew that Marvel was refocusing on a quality over quantity format. During the tenure of Bob Chapek, the machine got turned on full blast, and Marvel was churning out content at an unprecedented rate. Although a lot of it was enjoyable, you have to be fair, the quality level did indeed drop in certain areas. And because of that, Marvel, I think, is reassessing everything in order to maintain the longevity of the brand, which is ultimately what's more important. Now, what this coming soon ultimately means, well, don't overreact. Honestly, I think a lot of these projects will be pushed back a couple of months, but not much longer. Marvel has probably set a standard window for every project to be reevaluated, relooked at, and adjusted properly to make sure all these pieces fit in place and that the shows land in a way that make fans happy. This leads me to believe there has been some serious behind-the-scenes drama involving quality and output, especially under Bob Chapek. And with Bob Iger back in place, and him having such a previously strong relationship with Kevin Feige, I think Marvel is now taking the reins and making all the adjustments they really need. What this means for this year's shows like Secret Invasion and Loki, we're going to have to wait and see. Many fans are anticipating a lot of content coming our way, and we might indeed be waiting a bit longer than fans are expecting. I think we can look to the movie releases to try to understand when certain shows have to be aired. Honestly, Loki Season 2 probably doesn't need to drop until Kang Dynasty is much closer, and the show very well might be held till then. Or shows like Secret Invasion might be leaning some on the Marvels, so that show may get released a little earlier to tie into the greater MCU story. Now, don't overreact. I think ultimately this will be good news. Probably my only worry is that Marvel might be turning the faucet way down in order to make fans hungry for content and ready to get back into the mix as they revamp some of these stories. The output has been so high, there is nearly no demand and anticipation for anything, and revamping that end of the equation could spell big success for Marvel Studios. But we'll have to wait and see.